Hello people, make a guess. Which of these substances is not radioactive? Do you think rocks are radioactive? What about cigarettes? What about bananas? What about the air around you? And what about me? Let's start with the rocks. Now remember I mentioned before that the planet Earth is formed from the stuff that's thrown out during a supernova when a star explodes. So some of these star dust are radioactive isotopes. So every rock will contain some uranium-238 and thorium-232 and a few different radon isotopes. So yes, rocks and soil are radioactive. What about cigarettes? Now for some reason, the tobacco plant is very good at accumulating these two isotopes, lead-210 and polonium-210, which are both radioactive. So tobacco does emit nuclear radiation, which is why smoking is bad for your health. What about bananas? Bananas contain quite a lot of calcium-40, which is a radioactive isotope. There have been reports of trucks carrying bananas. When they pass through customs, they actually trigger alarms because of the radiation coming out from bananas. Even the air around you is radioactive because the air contains radon-222. If I remember correctly, either uranium-238 or thorium-232, when they undergo radioactive decay, they actually produce radon-222. So the radon-222 will seep out from the rocks and our soil into the air and makes our air radioactive. What about me? Am I radioactive? Yes, I am, because I eat bananas, you see. So now even if I don't eat bananas, we know we carry a lot of potassium ions in our body. And remember, we are carbon-based life form, yeah? The carbohydrates, the proteins, the fats, our muscles, everything contains lots of carbon atoms. And you know, a fixed percentage of these carbon atoms will be the radioactive carbon-14 isotopes. So yes, I am radioactive and so are you. So do you realize that we are surrounded by radioactive substances and we can never escape from the background radiation? Around 20% of exposure come from artificial sources, including medical sources like X-ray scans, CT scans, and so on. There's also about 20% that comes from outer space. Lots of gamma rays are coming from the sun. But the majority of our exposure actually just come from natural substances around us. The carbon-14 and the potassium-40 in our food and drinks. Any buildings made of granite or cement will have the uranium and thorium isotopes. And our atmosphere, right, contains lots of radon-222. Let me now just mention this. During experiments, when we use the GM tube, we always have to take the background count rates first before we bring in the radioactive sources whose activity we are trying to measure. You must subtract the background count rate from the whatever count rate the GM tube is showing you now, so that you get the activity that's due to the radioactive source only. Now, if you're surrounded by all this background nuclear radiation, should we be worried? No, you shouldn't be, especially you. As an A-level student, you know that alpha particles, which is the most ionizing radiation, cannot even penetrate a piece of paper. The gamma radiation is very penetrative, but it doesn't cause much ionization. In fact, our skin is probably thicker than paper, and so we have evolved this thing called skin that can protect us from nuclear radiation from the surrounding. Of course, some people get skin cancer because of overexposure to ultraviolet light. But ultraviolet is not nuclear radiation, so don't blame the wrong person, okay? So as an educated A-level student, you shouldn't be worried if the government wants to build a nuclear reactor next to your home. Because all the radioactive substances are kept properly in the nuclear plants. You just have to stand like 3 meters away from the radioactive source and all the alpha particles will be fully absorbed by the air already. They can't touch you. Unless you go and eat the radioactive nuclear waste. So in that sense, I can understand why some people are so upset with Fukushima dumping the wastewater into the Pacific Ocean. Despite them showing us the data that shows that the wastewater is probably less radioactive than the water you find in your hometown. In fact, Japanese seafood is probably subject to the most stringent test now. Japanese seafood is probably the safest seafood to eat now. But then, you know, that's human psychology. I don't really blame people to be frightened or scared. I just hope that these people are not smokers themselves. Remember, tobacco is radioactive. It would be so ironic if people are scared of eating Japanese seafood, while at the same time, they're breathing in radioactive polonium and lead isotopes into their lungs. The lungs of smokers are literally the most radioactive places on Earth. So instead of protesting about the Fukushima incident, I think a better use of these people's time will be to help protect everyone from secondhand smoke. Alright, that's all. Ta-ta!